Hello, lovely people. Thank you for joining me again. It's been a while. I really appreciate your patience. Now, let's make this home printer template for sewing patterns. For that, you will need Inkscape, which is a free software. The link is in the description if you don't have it yet. Let's start by setting up layers. Go to Layer, then Layers and Objects. Double-click the current layer to rename it. Let's name it Rectangles. Enter. Click the plus sign here to add a layer. We will create the page numbers layer, then the scale box and the pattern above it. Now we need to create the pages. Click on the Pages tool. We need to create a page that will fit within the printer margins. I just make mine 10 millimeters smaller in length and width. I use A4 paper, so this will be 200 by 287 millimeters. Enter. That will be the default size for all the pages. To add pages, click on this button. With each selected page, the page number appears in the box above. We have to close the gaps between the pages. For that, we need to activate snapping up here and uncheck all the options except page borders. Then move the pages. To remove the shadows between the pages, click on File, Document Properties. Under Display, uncheck Show Shadow. Now, back to adding the pages, then aligning them. Please make sure that they are in the correct order. I will use 15 pages only for this tutorial. Select the rectangles layer. Click on the rectangle tool and make a rectangle that is the same size as the pages. Press Shift and click on the black color for the stroke. And click on the red X to remove the fill. Right-click here and increase the stroke to 2 points. Activate node snapping and check perpendicular lines. Switch to the selector tool and with the rectangle selected, press Ctrl D to duplicate, then drag to the next page and repeat the process. You can select an entire row, duplicate and move it. When you are done, group the rectangles by selecting them and pressing Ctrl G, then lock the layer. Select the page numbers layer. Click on the text tool and type 1. Then click on the select tool and enlarge it by clicking and holding the arrows. I prefer to change the color to light gray. With the number selected, press Ctrl D, then drag to the next page and repeat the process. It's the same as what we did with the rectangles. Click on Object, then Align and Distribute. Select each number and click on Center on Horizontal Axis and Center on Vertical Axis. Make sure that relative to page is selected. If there's another way of doing this that's faster or less tedious, please let me know. Select all the numbers, group them and lock the layer. Select the scale box layer, then the rectangle tool. Make a 5 cm by 5 cm square and label it. Select both the text and square and align vertically and horizontally. Then group while selected and lock the layer. You will notice that when you select the square, the dimensions are a bit off. That is because the dimensions include the stroke width. To fix this, click on Edit, Preferences, then Tools. Don't click on the arrow. Click on Tools. Select Geometric Bounding Box. Keep all the other layers locked except the pattern layer. To use the template, select the pattern layer, import the file, check Embed Pages and click OK. Or check Import Pages and that will add another layer. Click on File, then Export. Select PDF down here, then select the pages that contain the pattern. Click the Export directory down here, type file name and select PDF as the file type, then click Save. Here is our A4 pattern and the scale box is accurate. To put the pattern together, I just align the rectangles and tape. This will probably be the last video on Inkscape. The other video is about creating in Inkscape. I will leave a link in the description if you haven't seen it yet. As much as I like Inkscape, I don't use it to draft patterns. I use QCAD, which has a free version. If you would like me to show you how I use QCAD for pattern drafting, please let me know. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. Until next time, bye.